What's up, guys? It's Mark here at Dino Trading, coming at you with today's wild market trading recap. There's so much to unpack today, folks. Let's get right into it. All right, we're basically living in a day trader's paradise right now. This is a day trader's dream. And look, folks, if you're an active day trader and you're sitting on the sidelines or you're fumbling and bumbling around with goofy indicators, then I got a real treat for you. Okay, so let's get into it, folks. What you're seeing on the screen right now is today's price action chart of the S&P 500. But don't worry, for all you NASDAQ lovers, I do have the NAS queued up, and you ain't even going to believe the setup that printed on the NAS today. But I always like to start with the S&P just because it's liquid, it's giving us plenty of ticks and pips if you follow along in Forex, and this thing is just, it's been on fire, okay? And don't forget, guys, you can trade the S&P on Forex, on futures, and or stocks and options. Okay, it's all good. The S&P is very, what I like to call, versatile. And in my humble opinion, I think there's plenty of opportunities each and every day just on the S&P alone. All right, so look, when it comes to deploying a high probability chart style onto your charts, I think you actually have to look at the charts, right? Now look at these charts here. Can you see these bars, right? This should jump out at you right away. These bars here are very different than these bars over here, right? This chart over here is what 97% of these goofy retail amateur traders are using. They're fumbling and bumbling around with their candlesticks, their Bollinger Bands. This type of chart just makes no sense, right? Whereas something like this, where each bar, okay, and I'll get to the color band in just a second, but each bar is uniform, it's the same length, it's the same size, they move very nicely with each other, right? It's very, what I call, organized, okay? And of course, folks, you know what I'm going to talk about next. This green and red color band is our proprietary volume indicator. This indicator is a really powerful tool that does a world-class job at identifying the potential trend for you. Okay, gone are the days where people are fumbling and bumbling around trying to figure out the trend on this useless garbage, right? If this is what you want to do, have fun. However, for me, I demand simplicity. And I got to believe that a lot of you traders out there think the same way. You feel the same way. And you know deep down that a trend trading strategy is just the most powerful strategy. Again, this is my humble opinion. Feel free to agree or disagree, but I don't think you can beat a trend trading style. All right. And so essentially, folks, I've come up with a very unique take on using this volume indicator. Let me show it to you. All right. When I'm done, you're going to see for yourself with your very own eyes why, how, and when this volume indicator nailed today's sell-off on the S&P today. All right, now I'm going to draw out my absolutely favorite chart pattern of all time, and I can promise you guys, if you master this chart pattern, you will see a transformation in your charts. Things will just start making sense to you. Things will start clicking in your head, and it's my sincere hope that you'll become 1,000 times better at technical analysis. So here's the pattern, all right? Here's what I like to look for. It's really nothing more than a 3-leg type of pattern, okay? You see this right here? This is what I like to call, folks, the retracement pattern, and there's 3 legs to it, okay? Leg number 1 establishes the direction, super important. Leg number 2 is the retracement. This is the market coming back to you. And in my opinion, leg number 2 is probably the most important. And of course, leg number 3 is the market hopefully moving in your favored direction. And something I've really been noticing is when I highlight the low or high in between leg 1 and 2, when this level breaks, whoo boy, it's off to the races. Okay, now stare at this pattern, folks, master it, memorize it, write it down, whatever you need to do to make sure that you grasp this concept. Then what I want you to do is look at the chart and tell me if you can figure out why I highlighted this box right here as the perfect signal from today. All right, well, let's go ahead and peek under the hood. Can you guys see how this volume color indicator band changed colors from green into red right here at about 7:30 in the morning? In fact, let me go ahead and timestamp that, all right? And so when that happens, folks, this tells us that there's a greater probability than not of the market selling off, and we're going to see lower prices. So we have to prepare accordingly, right? And how do we do that? Well, how we do that is by looking for patterns, specifically this pattern over here. So watch this. I'm going to simply map out the pattern. Leg number 1, leg number 2, and leg number 3. And like I said, the level in between leg 1 and 2, when this thing breaks, whoo boy, the selling is going to accelerate. Now, does this make sense, folks? Are you starting to see with your own eyes why I think this is the most powerful chart pattern ever, and also why I think this is the most powerful strategy on the planet right now? Okay, but I know what you guys are going to ask me next, right? You're going to say, hey, Mark, well, where does the entry go? Where does my stop loss go? Well, let me show you. All right, let me dial you in. Let's go ahead and zoom in onto the retracement. Okay, so we know that the leg 1 was here and leg 2 is here, right? We've got our first 2 legs. Now, you guys know, you heard me say just 5 minutes ago that leg number 2 is the most important leg. In other words, the retracement is happening. The retracement is underway right now. As the market's clawing back up like it did right here, we are looking for the best possible location in the chart to go short. And let me hit you with the holy grail right now, all right, folks? I'm looking for simple confluence. I want to see a red bar close against a red color band, and that red bar has to be above the band. Why above the band? Well, I want that retracement to be deep. So lo and behold, we get an absolutely perfect trading setup to the short side right over here. Okay, so what I'd look to do is I'd look to potentially go short on the open of the next bar. My stop loss would be placed just 1 or 2 ticks above this bar's high, which would be right there. And folks, if I squish this in, well, you know how the market played out, right? The market took an absolute dump for 380 ticks or pips potential in just 1 hour. And look, folks, similar setup on the Nas. All you NASDAQ lovers out there, stare at this chart. You tell me, did you spot or identify any retracement patterns today on the Nas? Okay. Folks, this is happening on a daily basis, man. Like, these moves are starting to become so crazy that I can't believe them. A lot of my customers can't even believe them. Like I said, folks, we are in a very unique period in trading history. When the going's good, you got to jump on it because you never know when this volatility is going to disappear. But I think this volatility is here to stay. And so if your charts don't look like this, and in fact your charts look like this, then shame on you. Right? Get off the sidelines, get involved, take massive action if you want to change and improve and get better at your technical analysis. Folks, let's get real, man. If you want to be a better day trader, and everybody does, right? Or at least I hope a lot of you guys do, then you got to want it. You got to desire it. You got to have that passion. You got to have that fire in your belly to improve and get better each day with your trading than you were the day before. And for all my customers out there who are using this volume indicator today, I know you absolutely crushed it. There were hundreds of potential ticks and pips to be had today, and I cannot wait to see what this market's going to do tomorrow. Guys, that'll do it for this video. If you'd like to get your hands on this powerful volume indicator, then get in touch, call, text, email, whatever's convenient, and I'd be happy to hook you up with a free one-on-one demo, really show you how this volume indicator is going to supercharge your trading. Guys, thanks for watching this video, and I'll see you on the next trade.